You're watching a Syndicate program.
The Sarlacc Digest Shadow Council. They are the supporters working quietly behind the scenes, making sure the show survives, evolves, and continues to digest all things Star Wars. Every dollar donated goes directly into the production of the show, from hosting costs to equipment upgrades and everything that keeps the Digest alive. If you'd like to join the Shadow Council and help shape the future of the show, you can enlist today at patreon.com/Sarlacc Digest Podcast or scan the QR code on your screen. To our Shadow Council members, your loyalty is noted and your support is deeply appreciated. Now, punch it, Moocher.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Sarlacc Digest, a podcast bringing you line talk and digesting Star Wars topics over 1,000 years. This is episode 342, being recorded on January 28th. I think it's the 28th.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
2026. I'm your host, Darth Moocher. I've got Scott Solo here.
What's up, nerds?
And we got that damn Joey here.
What's up, kids?
Oh,
Get your guesses in on what time Ernie will be popping in. I'm sure he'll be here sometime. My guess is about 5 minutes before the show ends. That's what I'm saying. But
that's how I rolled on Monday. That's right.
yeah. So the pit, I see you. Scott sees you, and it's his turn to shout you out.
Oh, dear, good grief. I wasn't ready. Here we go. We have got Gordon Skalski. We have got the mighty Ray Stanley. What's up, Ray Stanley? We've got Don the Dad Dorn. We have got Commander Bly just popping in to say he's popping out. So
hey, man.
He's popping off.
See you on the replay.
That's right. Stu John Jedi. Arc 501st. He'll be back in a couple minutes. Hopefully he's back by now. It's been a minute.
That was 4 minutes ago. So.
Oh, okay, good. He better be back. Basil G is here. We have got
the awesome, the always incredible Gavin Connor here. He's chilling out with his gross-looking sandwich face thing. What else? What else? We have got Be Some, if you know.
We're going to talk about this. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway,
He just
gotta keep rolling. We got to keep rolling here. We got Rhino Hobbies.
It's hurt.
We have got, I don't know what to say if I'm not saying in the house. We've got Just Joe just there and here. So he is all over. We are scrolling. Oh my God. So much conversation happening. Hal Runner Base is in here. There we go. There we go. How Runner, or as they say, how I Runner sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, how I run.
We'll see how. Okay, so we take bets as far as the time in which Ernie shows up. We're going to take a bet as to how long it takes us to ban Hal Runner from the chat tonight. So
he'll make
that's
it very
our new
easy.
game. He will. We've got Rick Jones here. Fig Fury.
What's up?
Fig Fury? The Mighty Meeks. Meeks is here. He is ready to roll. We're going to have Meeks on someday. That'd be
Absolutely.
Dr. Brantley. He is here. He is diagnosing all of your problems in the chat. So if you've got a problem,
a lot of them.
Just reach out to Dr. Brantley. He'll take care of you. We got Cassidy here. What's up, Cassidy? I think he's currently at 1,050 followers. So...
Oh, there's more than that.
Oh, is there more than that?
Oh yeah.
Cube
Squadron.
1,500 for the next Cube Squadron reveal, and we are excited about that. Let me see who else we got. We got Matt Logic 44. Matt Logic is here. Tron Ares was pretty good. I wouldn't qualify it as great, but
there you go. There's the ban.
No, it's not bad. Come on.
I don't know if it was great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
If
great.
he comes back and he says something like Jared Leto is the greatest actor of our time,
you just give
then
him
it's an insta-ban. It's an insta-ban. So.
You are giving him the out. All right. Well, Bolts is checking in. What's up?
What's up, Bolts?
Oh,
Get that shit out of here.
Shadow Knows Network. The entire network's here.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Premier Sneak It Brothers. Absolutely. Dr. Brantley, be some better promo. The Taco Bell Grotito. The Grogito. See, I mean, come on.
That kind of makes itself right there, doesn't it?
Exactly. Arc 501st. Leto is the greatest singer and actor.
Oh, Lord. No,
Dang.
now we're going to have to ban him, too?
I don't know, man. What's going on? But it's because, there's no marketing for the Grogu, Bando Grogu. So they're going to be like all about Jared Leto. I mean, that Master of the Universe trailer was really good.
It is really good.
But we're not here to talk about that. But anyway, so guys, we're going to hang out, talk, because you know what? We have two shows that are right around the corner. One we knew about, Mando Grogu. We're 114 days away, May 22nd. And the other one, and the other one was, I thought it was way out of this year. I thought it was going to be at the end of this year. But nope, it's actually coming in 68 days. April 6th. Shadow Lord was announced. The trailer dropped last week. The day after we did our podcast, we had our teaser of the teaser. Of course. And this is the official trailer. It dropped. Everybody went nuts. So April 6th was the big news for Shadow Lord. And I think 30 seconds. I see what you did there. 30 seconds being banned.
Yes.
Yeah. So the trailer was awesome. It's anything I expected from Disney anime or Lucasfilm animation these days. I mean, it's nothing short. It's epic. I love the fact that we're continuing the story. There's a lot of talk about Shadow Lord carrying over what George Lucas wanted to set up for the sequels. I don't know if you guys have heard that, or it's because what are all the big headlines? George Lucas is back. They're making his episode 7, and then you read the article. It's like they're picking and choosing things to take from his treatments into the Shadow Lord. Therefore, George Lucas is back and he's running Lucasfilm. And so it's a funny way how people word things on the internet these days. And me, I sometimes I have to click.
He's back. Technically speaking, he's back, but he's not running nothing. He's just sitting in his room.
He's doing the Ted Bundy. He's sitting on the couch. His hand is in his pants. He's watching the Sarlacc Digest on his big screen TV.
I guess I'm back.
Yeah.
Screen Rant said it. We're you know.
And right there's the key. If you see anything that says Screen Rant, it's BS, man.
Well, it's what they do is these articles, like they write like an opinion piece, and they do like this very long-winded way of saying they, like I said, put a part or something, or somebody mentions that it had nothing, like the title means nothing. And like I said, I take it upon myself sometimes to go in there because maybe there is some legit,
maybe there's some stuff, yeah.
But no, none of that stuff is true. And again, this is not Shadow Lord is not a George Lucas Episode 7 treatment.
No,
the only thing is, yeah.
Today's big headline from Screen Rant was it's official. Lucasfilm is rewriting Episode 9.
Right.
And I'm like, and I'm like, okay, where are you going with this? So I read it, and the exact quote was great. It was, they're continuing Rey Skywalker's story in the New Jedi Order. And there's absolutely, and this is a quote, there's absolutely no way that they could do that without talking about what came before.
Again, opinion.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, well, we can do it.
Yeah,
just
idiots.
Throw it in a try. Yeah. Hey, Ray Stanley. Oh, cool. Shadow Lord comes out right before my birthday. Well, that's awesome because then we'll have a birthday watch party. Then
what a nice birthday present.
Heck yeah,
no kidding.
Rhino Hobbies. Could it be the Star Wars underworld that we never got? Well, not Shadow Lord. No, the only thing that why people even say this is close to a George Lucas treatment is because George Lucas wanted Darth Maul as to be the main antagonist in the new trilogy. Darth Maul coming back and everything with the Clone Wars and all that stuff was a George Lucas idea, right? That was the whole thing, and he wanted that to be the main villain going into him, and Darth Talon and Darth Maul going into Episode 7, 8, and 9. That was the only thing. That's it. Just the notion of those two are existing past Return of the Jedi. That's it. Underworld, I don't know. We saw some footage on that. I'm glad that I never saw the light of day because there was some test footage that leaked a long time ago and whatever. And I think 100 hours were filmed. But it was like it was maybe if it came out today with today's technology and stuff, maybe that could be cool.
Look a lot better for sure.
Yeah.
All I know is that trailer was pretty violent, dude. I was like, dang, they're vicious in this thing.
Yeah.
Cutting stormtroopers in half and impaling people.
Yeah. Did you say Ted Bundy?
I guess I must have said Ted Bundy. Completely different Bundy, but you know.
No, you meant it.
Did I? Hey, George Lucas. It's George Lucas's world. We're just living in it. So.
Yeah, good catch, Pitt. Good catch.
Yeah.
That was funny. I was like, wait a second. Did he say that? Yeah.
Did I? Yeah. In my head, it was Al Bundy. In my sick, twisted mind, it was Ted Bundy. So.
Yeah. Stu John, Iger is out soon from the set. Yeah, Iger came back. What? He left. Bob Chapek, whatever you want to call him, came back, and then Iger, and then he got canned, and Iger came back to get us out of this whole whatever rut Disney was in or whatever. And so yeah, that was a temporary solution anyway. And then the rumors last week were Iger is out, Kennedy's leaving Lucasfilm to be the head CEO of Disney. So don't believe anything until it's official, right? Nothing's official till it's official. Mando Mike checking in.
He should not even be banned on this alone.
Yeah. He's
sorry, Mike. I love you, but enough.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, Shadow Lord comes out April 6th, which is great. It's sooner than expected. And here's my thoughts, guys, on why we might not be having this whole Mando Grogu push and all that stuff. Maybe not just yet because we're still 2 months away from. Well, actually, like almost 4 months away from Mando, but 2 months away from Darth Maul. So I don't know if they're going to push Mando Grogu until Maul is almost done. You know what I mean? Like how I know there's two different medias, like one's Disney Plus and one's the theater. So I don't know how they're thinking in their roundtable. But we did this whole thing last week about Super Bowl being like almost like a line of sand for a deadline. It's not here yet, but it's like people are questioning. I think we've all been questioning, even in our Discord, we're questioning like, okay, the the trailer that we got from Maul was a billion times better than the trailer we got for Mando.
The funny thing is, it's not just Star Wars marketing. It's like marketing, period. Because even on like wrestling, there's a big event, the Royal Rumble,
and they're just not
pushing barely it. Started promoting it and announcing matches like last week, and it's this Saturday.
Yeah, maybe you're onto something. Maybe the whole industry is changing as somehow, like just in general. What's up, Santo 1414?
It's just strange though, because I mean, I work in marketing, and there's definitely a shift that has happened, right? Because I work in a theater, I start advertising things months in advance, but honestly, even with all the advertising that I do, we don't sell tickets until like 2 weeks before the shows. It just doesn't freaking happen. We're not Star Wars. I mean, you would think that Star Wars they'd start pushing out some sort of marketing, advertising, preview figures.
Yeah.
Something. But since they got scared with Rise of Skywalker,
and it hasn't bounced back since, right? It hasn't.
Yeah.
Not even with Mandalorian, like honestly, with Disney Plus. I mean, there was a push for Disney Plus just because the excitement of having a video on demand Disney Plus and their archive and all that stuff, right? And their notion of original shows for Marvel and all that stuff. It just seems like this is just another kind of like entertainment area where we view Star Wars as something else. We view it as a major push. I mean, we lived through both pushes from childhood to the prequels, where it was like this massive hysteria of Star Wars. Now, do we need that again? No, but what we do need, and just Arc 50, I know it's fun, but not in this level. Well, anyway, Farco File first. Yeah, who's in charge of Star Wars products and promo for movies and toys? It feels not existing. It does, and
I haven't thought about that though. So we did this week get the Maul Shadow Lord poster too. Right. So I'll bring that right up, and I'll talk about that too.
Okay.
So we got a poster. Yeah, me too. It's very simple, very to the point. April 6th is the date. This came out when? This came out 2 days ago?
This poster? Yeah, like a couple days ago.
Okay, so less than 3 months away, right?
Right.
Less than 3 months away from that. Is it less than 3 months and we'll start seeing more stuff from Mando Grogu? I mean, have they just
That's what I'm thinking.
Window?
Yeah.
So
I keep saying it, right? But it's like every week that goes by, and every kind of like milestone that goes by, like I said, I always bring up Super Bowl because that's what we're used to. It's always been up at Monday night, whatever football, NFL is around huge promo deals. And
Force Friday was usually in September with the movies dropping in December. So still, that's a 3 month period right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
it's funny because remember back in the trilogy movies, or the latest sequel movies. I remember we got a trailer like 6 months away. Probably around there.
We did.
Then another trailer probably about 2 or 3 months away.
Right.
Then when we got like a month
TV
away,
spots.
they would start sending these little 15-second long.
50.
That'll hit.
Hey, that's enough.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
That's enough. And now it's like they don't even do that no more.
But they usually do those little short teasers and stuff within like 2-3 weeks of the show of the debut of the movie, right? That's whenever we're saying, okay, enough, stop, pump the brakes. Yeah. There's usually, like you said, though, there's a teaser about a year away, which we had the teaser already. Then there's a trailer sometime in between. Force Friday was 3 months before the drop of the show. And then in the last couple of weeks, we're dying. We're just stop it.
Yeah. Yeah. Ernie, the Fallen Fed, welcome in, man.
I was done with my show at 8.
Yes.
I would have been here, but I had to send myself the link like a peasant.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
This one's on me. This
and
one's
I have slow internet, so
Ernie, I apologize. That was not on purpose.
He's still running
I
out
promise
of
you.
online time.
I forgot. I did forget. Yeah.
I had to use a different name and then go into a chat under something else.
He's just sitting in front of his computer waiting for the "you've got mail" to pop in, and it never did.
Oh man, I apologize, Ernie. That's on me, guys. Take 20 minutes off the timer and reset the clock to 8:01.
I have the proof. Me and Marcus were out of there at 8. Boom.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I apologize. That's on me. That's on me.
On behalf of the Sarlacc Digest and our terrible showrunner Darth Moocher, I apologize. Fallen Fat.
Thank you.
Just trying to gatekeep the who's on and who's off this thing. So, oh
Joey,
man, but yeah.
Hello again, Joey. Thank you for being in the chat, Joey. Joey was there. He knows I was. Yeah,
I was there. I was just off camera. Anyway, Ernie, Shadow Lord, April 6th. It's before Mando. We're talking about kind of like, hey, we're complaining about the lack of marketing once again. That's the thing. But here's the big question, right? Is it still too early? That's where we have to kind of draw, because again, we're not in March, we're not in April and not seeing things. We're still, like I said, over 4 months away, or a little under 4 months away from Mando and 2 months away from Shadow Lord at this point now. So is it still too early?
It's just the way of things have changed, is how I just keep telling my old man self.
Right.
We had it so good. You know, I hop in and I know exactly what Scott's talking about. I love Force Friday because you had figures to go to the movie.
You didn't love the Force Friday for The Last Jedi.
No.
Yes.
You didn't love that Force Friday.
Yes. And I didn't love where I got socked in the face either, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
But, you know, having the figures with you to look on before, or what is this figure from? You know, we have surprises. We have that. Like, I know we had a leak for the Mando and Grogu figure from the movie, but it's Mando and Grogu. Like, it's a different color. Yeah, all right. Make you more money off of us. I get it, because it's a movie one.
I'll buy it.
Right. He's got a sword. He has a sword. So.
I don't think that we are, because you're right. This is the movement. We get our teaser, then we'll get something else. We get TV spots.
There's a cadence.
We get the cool poster. I heard the mention of posters in here. Like, there was so much for us to hype ourselves up on. And now, because of streaming and the way everything is, nobody cares. Like,
that's the problem.
I hate complaining of going for food or anything else, just because, like, now nobody cares. Take for example, I tried a new donut shop this morning here in town, right? I went for it. I wanted to try it. There's a line, respectively. It's new. Okay. But then there was one girl on the register, and there's another girl, young, sorry guys, helping you get your donuts. Then all of a sudden, the dude in front of me, let's say it was Joey, and then it was me, and then it was Scott, and then it was Moocher. He goes up to the register next, and the girl walks away from the register and starts helping people with donuts. And he looks at me, and I'm all, I don't know. And we both look at her.
Yeah.
And then the other girl's like, what happened to register? And she said, I don't want to do that anymore.
Wow.
What? I swear to God, dude. And I was just like,
I get what you're saying, because it's like, it's a chore to go outside anymore. It's a chore to go to movie theaters. It's a chore to do, because nobody wants to work. I get it.
So
I
here we are talking of our times of, we had Force Friday, we had figures, we had posters, we had shirts.
Yes.
We had something, you know, we showed up in our shirts of, you see my cool shirt?
That's right.
We had to turn that to a point of waiting for you to make our cool shirts for our movies, to where before we were showing up. That's just like your favorite band or your concert now too. Yeah. Now they wear our Thundercats logo, or they wear our Prince shirt, and they have no idea what they have on.
Yeah. Name 4 Prince songs. Go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Scott, I'm gonna hit the chat up right after this. Go ahead.
You got it. Okay. So I have a formula here, right? 3 months before the release date, September 4th, 2015. We've talked about this before. September 4th, 2015 was the Force Friday for the Force Awakens. Force Awakens was released on December 18th, 2025, right? So following that math, our Force Friday would probably be somewhere around the beginning of February. If
like
May 22nd, May 22nd is the release date, our Force Friday should probably be, if there is one,
substitute Super Bowl to that kind of that in place of that Force Friday. Substitute Super Bowl. That Sunday should be that no pun intended, but the kickoff of the marketing for.
Did you say no punt intended?
Yes.
Oh.
So imagine this.
Yeah.
I know.
If February 13th ended up being like the Force Friday, like
Right,
you could actually go to the store and pick up merchandise.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, like this is technically the reboot of Star Wars in theaters, right? Seems like they would make a bigger push, and that's why we're sitting here saying we're back in theaters after 6 years. We're making this push, right? And again, I'm gonna after I hit the chat here, I'm gonna bring up something to you guys and maybe a little bit of a discussion on why this could be happening, and it's not good. It's not a good discussion. Okay, so you're gonna have to talk me off the ledge on this one. So,
but dude, do you think they're gonna actually? Do you think hopefully that they'll start using some fast food joints to?
I don't think that. I think that's over, dude. I think that's over.
Dude, that sucks. Yeah. I'm like hoping.
I know
Burger King or somebody will come out.
Well,
with
McDonald's
McDonald's
has Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's go. Josh B, welcome in. I wonder if they'll actually get toys out on time for the Mandalorian and Grogu because they will need something else to push the movie. Now, there is a rumored live stream that Hasbro is trying to set up in February, and the rumor is that's going to be the current run, the current release heavy, like Shadow Lord and some Mando stuff, and there is that leaked Mando Grogu figure, so maybe that is going to be the start of that. They're getting better at that. I will say that the toy wise, but they're getting better at getting toys in your hands either right before the show, during the show, and immediately after. They're getting better at that. We don't have to wait 9 months for a Grogu after Grogu's been there, right? So, yeah. So let's see. Ray Stanley, they always do that with movie trailer and show, and it was annoying to wait. Anybody remember how? Okay, Scott got Cassidy in the chat. Gotcha, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is the problem right here. Star Wars used to feel bigger. Now it feels like a regular movie, and
not wrong.
It's not wrong, and that's what that's why we're kind of vocal about this, because there is in the Discord. And if you're not a member of our Discord, the Syndicate, it's in the link in the description below, because there's a lot of conversations that go on, a lot, and there's many different conversations. And the one thing we were discussing in there was companies and media and just everybody is always looking to get new people, new customers, new, always new. But they're forgetting the million people that are standing right behind and going like, we've been here, we're here, we're ready to spend money, we're ready to watch your stuff. Yeah, they're always trying to reinvent and just because they want the new, that bottom line number has to continuously grow, while the people who already been here are kind of like left in that win where it forces people to move on to something else or whatever. And that is probably a set of suits sitting around a table trying to figure out different ways of marketing Star Wars anymore. And where the tried and true method was, we just laid out the plan, a 4-month plan for every kind of like new show that comes out. You don't have to go, okay, if Mando Grogu is not an episode, it's not a Luke Skywalker or Vader, it's not like a big event, but it's still a return to theaters and it's still a very popular duo. It's still worldwide. Grogu's loved worldwide. It's a marketing, just everything. That's why I'm getting to the point where the lack of the push, and we haven't heard anything about Ahsoka either. Like Ahsoka's been dead silent. They go, we're done filming, we're in post, and then that was September. Nothing, not even like any behind the scenes, a leak, whatever. It's just sometimes that helps us just say like, hey guys, it's still in the forefront, it's still in our peripheral, kind of moving forward. My fear is the whole shakeup with everything that came about even the Dave Filoni movie not seeing the light of day. The James Mangold is on the back burner. These plans that we've been talking and speculating for a long time and kind of going out with our big canon overall timeline, seems everything has been reworked again and kind of reorganized. And does that mean that this whole Mando Grogu movie is really a side mission? Really is just a one-off where the push is because they know it's not going to mean anything after the fact, and that's what scares me. Yeah.
doing a little bit more research while you're talking. Number one,
yeah.
they keep saying that there's a bigger arc to it, that it's not just
That's
a
what they
side
say,
mission. It
right.
has a bigger meaning to it, right? So that's got my hopes up for it. But just a little bit of perspective, okay? Revenge of the Sith figures and products were released April 2nd, 2025. Or I'm sorry, 2000.
Right, yeah, it was only a couple months. Oh, yeah.
A month. It was about a month and 10 or a month and 20 days, something. Let me see. A month and 18 days before the movie. And that's not just figures. That was everything. So we're talking I mean, we had trailers, we had teasers, we had stuff like that all before, but it was only a month. So all is not lost yet, right?
Not yet.
The sequels started the 3-month trend, right? But everything else, when George was in charge, it was about a month before the movie started.
Well, look, man,
except for preview figures, right? We get
that when it comes to the physical merchandise, right? But the marketing promos, meaning like magazine articles and I know, like I said, print media is kind of is dead. You know, the Star Wars Insider is pulled. They're not doing that anymore. So you kind of have to, there's a lot of digital stuff out there, but like not even like the StarWars.com where they should be pushing, okay, if we're in a digital world now, let's push digital media. Let's push digital, whatever.
Their website has always sucked though.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. Isn't that so crazy to say StarWars.com?
I know.
They don't have anything.
They're always so behind.
Yeah.
Yes. With their own announcements.
Yeah.
Like you could see it on, I think it was, what was it? I think it was just 2 days ago. They just put up the Maul stuff.
Yeah.
When for us, that was last week on Instagram and other social medias. Like how is it's great. How is StarWars.com not up to date?
I wonder if they've got a deal. Like if you pay us this or you pay us this much money, you can run with the story for a week before we do it on our own website or something like that.
Maybe because it is.
I don't know, man.
Like we're saying, nothing has hype anymore.
Yeah. Well, because all these other sites have inside information and we have a secret source and the fly on the wall told me this, and it's like nothing official ever comes about any of that stuff. That's what my whole spiel about the beginning of this was.
Yeah.
There's so much fluff out there because they want the clicky clicks, you know. Yeah. TD3 Trooper, what's up? Checking in. Man? Yeah. Hey, look, let's give us something to talk about because we're excited. At least we're hyping it for ourselves. We've got product coming out. We've got shows. We're gonna sit and we're gonna, not we.
Oh my god.
But okay, we don't.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. This is exactly what Hasbro does, right?
Yeah.
They let
the
public
maybe that's
talk about things. Maybe that's it now. It's the public, right? It's Mr.
Well, we're
Stevie
doing the marketing for them.
Everybody else to do the marketing for them rather than Hasbro do the marketing. That's
very
it.
True. Very true.
It's us.
Look, Matt, we are in a different age.
Yeah.
We got James Morrow. What's up,
James?
Yes, Ernie.
Me and Joey want to raise. If that's the way it's going, though. And it's
that's the way it's going.
Yeah, we bring a lot to the table, and we're very severely underpaid in our regular jobs. And now, if they want us for marketing, I need to cut a better deal.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what? I will make an executive decision right now, and you take your current Sarlacc Digest paycheck, and you can give yourself 100% raise.
Nice. I like that.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. It should be
100% of nothing is still nothing. So I'm sorry.
No, Dr. Brantley, their version of viral marketing, don't do anything.
Yeah.
Let
do it for you.
Yeah, I talk to Alex from SKN all the time. Dr. Brantley, they're working in the industry. They've been, they worked in the movie industry, and I'm sure they know more or less the insights on how things are.
That type of marketing is in the sports world too, because like when I look for news on the Raiders and stuff, the last place I go to is Raiders.com because they get it like 3 days late.
It's true. Yeah,
you get from insiders.
Well, look at the stuff.
It's also the Raiders. So
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put that stuff out either. So I mean, I wouldn't put that on the.
Stay out of it.
Oh yeah, Ray Stanley. I really feel like Disney is definitely hiding more Star Wars movies and shows from us, and marketing is doing the same thing too. it seems like there's no confidence going forward, or the lack of confidence going forward because of the restructuring, always canceling or always changing. And look, I'm at the mindset
of no confidence.
yeah, I'm in the mindset all the time. If it doesn't work, tear it down, restart, because quality over quantity. I get it. But like we said last year, 9 years of it now. We've been in this thing, and we've been in this game 9 years of our timeline continuum, our timeline canon, and we still don't have an idea where they're going with it. Because as soon as we do, oh, this movie is on the back burner. Oh, this one, and then now Rian Johnson's back, Taika Waititi's back. When they were, it's like.
But we still don't have an official word from any true Disney Lucasfilm source.
Just
right?
Kathleen Kennedy, right? I mean, in that exit interview article, that's the only thing where she said, these are the scripts that are turned in. She feels that these aren't going to be made. They feel like it's stronger in this. Like she said that the company feels stronger in the Rey movie than they do anything else. I'm paraphrasing. I'm kind of taking a feeling of that, what she said. The whole James Mangold thing, it's like there's a script that's turned in, but there's no movement on it. Dave Filoni, like I said, the Dave Filoni movie, that's what we're putting everything in that,
hedging all our bets on that,
everything. And we sat here for weeks and months, if not years at this point, speculating on what that can be, the end game of Star Wars, right? Of this timeline, and then where can it go from there? Now that's up in the air. Yeah. And that's where we'll start sitting here going like, well, that's what bugs me more than the marketing itself. Again, I think the Grogu is a marketing machine, right? I think when it gets closer, I think we will see a lot more. But it still helps if we get it early. And I don't know if they feel like, early money spent is early money wasted. If maybe that's it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because out of sight, out of mind. I was getting at the beginning. 4 months. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was getting at the beginning of the marketing talk. Is it doesn't do me any good to advertise anything more than 2 weeks before a show.
Yeah,
but
it really is.
Star Wars is another thing.
I mean, yeah, the TVC Emperor, the Emperor's here, guys. TVC, what's up? You're not late. You're just.
What's up, Sheev?
Nobody calls me by my first name. Oh, Dr. Brownlee, I know it's not good for you guys and the show, but I don't think they should announce movie shows until they're ready to be marketed and somewhat complete. Common Sage is the fallen fit. It is. Checking in also, and he's your biggest fan, Ernie.
Ernie, get off the computer and participate in the show.
Thank you.
That's the alt account he had to do to come on the.
Yeah.
Yes. That's. You know what? It's so funny, Dr. Brantley, you say that, and we've been preaching that too sometimes. Where we go, I would love to get back to the days of we go to a movie and we see the trailers pop in, and then all of a sudden a trailer hits. Yeah, and we knew nothing about it other than it's coming out in 3 months or 6 months. Yeah, you're right. For a show, we talk about everything, we speculate and do things. But I would put that on the back burner for my, for like personal experience and stuff like that. And if you have 2 or 3 things coming out a year, then we could still kind of speculate and talk and go our in between. I feel our shows are better in the in betweens versus the reporting on, or like, okay, we watched this episode and we're, talking about that particular episode. I feel like shows like this in between are better than those anyway. So.
I agree, but most people tune into the reaction shows, right? The post episode shows.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this is cool and all, but you should catch us on an off day, whenever we're just bullshitting.
But, see, we don't even have that either anymore with the whole surprise thing, because they're telling us. Mm-hmm. They told us you had to go watch Avatar to see the Doomsday surprise trailer.
Yeah,
and I still didn't do that.
Now they're telling you to do it, So
yeah. I mean, look, the TVC Emperor. Yeah, I really missed the time when we didn't have spoilers. I do too. It was a different time, and when Scott brought up the whole Revenge of the Sith, I remember the Force Friday and the whole doing that.
Yeah,
but we had, I mean, it was 6 years of prequel movies. Mm-hmm. from 99 to 2005, and the lead up for the Phantom Menace was a year, I think, out. It was such an energy build, and that makes sense for
teaser.
That. Yeah, and like I said, that kind of energy build makes sense for that type of movie, like the Dave Filoni, what we dub as the Heir of the Empire movie, right? Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense. If that was still going, we'll hope it is. The lead up to that is going to be that year-long celebration.
Yeah.
I've always told you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, Pitt, please tell me, I don't think Mando Grogu is that type of energy or whatever that's fun. To me, it's almost in the same vein as a Solo movie of a skeleton crew, where it's Star Wars, it's fun. I don't know if we're going to get so much out of it. I love the characters, but I'm not like all about those characters versus the overall story in it. So, and that's where maybe that's why the marketing is kind of like, well, it's that type of movie, but we're also saying don't act like that. Make it bigger than it is, right?
I feel like I'm more excited for this than I was for Solo. But at the same time, they're kind of on par with one another. The Phantom Menace action figures were released May 3rd, 1999. So that wasn't even a month before the movie came out.
Yeah.
And
Art Henderson, see you on the replay, man. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I'm just saying that, again, backing up to, and that was a, 20-year, 15-year gap between movies, something like that. And it's still, the action figures only came out a month before the show, before the movie debuted, but the teaser came out November 20th of 1998. So I mean 6 months, which is kind of what we got for Mando Grogu.
Yeah.
Are we on the same trajectory?
It could be, like I said, we might be panicking prematurely.
Yes.
But my panic is not necessarily after this whole thing about the release of April 6th was what are we else going to do the rest of the year? Because like the first half of the year, we're going to be spent. And then not until Starfighter, which is a whole year later, which, okay, in the grand scheme of movie releases, that's fine. I mean, that's even if Ahsoka 2 doesn't come later this year or maybe early next year or whatever it is, it's still like on paper, it might seem scarce, but they might be looking at it like, there's, a year, 12 months in between products,
Take their time in between. I mean,
who's going to keep their subscription to Disney Plus when there's a 12-year gap too?
Or 12-month
gap. Yeah.
I have, which is,
I mean, I do. Yeah. I say that, but because I'm scared to, I like it. I know.
But, right. So I had a point. Damn it. Never mind. Carry on. I had a point.
Well, Dr. Brentley, I agree. He agrees. He actually likes it when we talk deep lore, and things that we don't know about. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we have the most fun with that type of talk when we can kind of like sit. There's no pressure, you know what I mean? We don't have pressure on figuring something out. If an episode of like, say, Ahsoka comes out, and we have to really kind of put it in its place and
I remember
talk about what we like, what we don't like, but we get into the deeper lore because everything about, no matter what, even if it's Acolyte, we put it in its place. We talk about it, even kind of like beyond our personal feelings on it. So, yeah.
So, the mother bitch.
Should I hit it again?
No, do we got to go over there and check on you?
I think you might. I'm having a senior moment here.
Yeah.
No, for the last several May 4ths, we've had the Tales of series coming out, right? And our question was, are we going to get another Tales of this year? Right. But it looks like we're not, because Maul, the finale of Maul, is actually happening on May 4th.
Right.
So I don't think we're going to get another Tales of. I don't know when the Vision series are supposed to be coming out, or the
ninth
spin-offs. Yeah,
that's the Vision stuff is usually the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the Ninth Jedi, from what I saw, still has a 2026 kind of like expectation. It's so I don't think we're getting a Tales of until next year, which makes a lot of sense. It's the 50th anniversary. We're heading right after Celebration. For that May 4th, it'd be great. Starfighter is right in that vein too, and because you can't, you can, but I wouldn't think they would drop 3 animated series in 1 year's time when they have
so weird
live action. Yeah. I really think that we're going to be surprised by an Ahsoka 2. I'll put it out there. I'll say August, September.
For
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka 2?
Yeah.
I'm thinking December.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
But I really think that maybe they're letting the Grogu, and maybe it's all, like I said, more. The silence doesn't have to be meaning there's nothing happening. But I do think like they're probably cautious about the overlap right now. They kind of hype Ahsoka when they got Mando Grogu to get through. That makes perfect sense. So I think of September because September will take us all the way, 8 episodes at 8 weeks. So it'll take us into November, or right, the first half of November, and then you have the Christmas break, and then you go right into the promotions of Celebration, Starfighter, and hopefully a Tales of. I mean, that seems like a good plan in my book.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh.
So maybe we'll get Mando Grogu figures on May 3rd. Maybe we'll get, that way they've had. Well, imagine that. When is May 4th? What day does May 4th fall on?
I could check.
Just May 4th is a Monday. Okay, so say May 4th is Monday. That's whenever we're getting the finale of Maul. What if the following Friday? Well, that would be kind of cool though if we had a May the 4th be with you release date for figures. A fourth Monday.
So that means
Mando Monday. Monday.
So that means Shadow Lord ends on May 4th. That's on purpose, obviously, because they're not releasing on Mondays. But that's a
conscious decision on their part.
Yeah. And it's 2 episodes a week.
Was watching this and just saw Scott say that, and they're like,
Yeah.
Mando Monday, right?
We'll take it. We'll take it, Yeah.
Do it on the 5th. Cinco de Mando. We'll have it Cinco de Mando. There we go.
It's about time. And they embrace every other fan kind of thing right now. Do this too, I know that a lot of people are betting on the marketing on the figure releases. But
that hasn't gone well either. They oversaturated us with Force Awakens figures. Like, we didn't need all that. I wish they could do the same with what is coming out or what we've had. Right. There was a lot of figures pushed at one time, and now everybody just has their Force Awakens figures that they can't even off-sell to anybody. Like, it would be nice to get this huge flux of characters and like that to get super hyped about. I don't want a Mando Monday with, did you pre-order your 3 figures?
Yeah.
I did too.
Right.
Yeah.
I want them
what I'm saying?
in store, damn it. And I want a
Yes.
freaking case.
Yes.
Remember whenever Force Friday, or whenever the releases were for the prequel movies, there were cases of figures, different collections, right? 3 for the Force Awakens, or for the Phantom Menace, I believe. Collection 1 and 2, but 3 different waves released all at once. It was nuts. Maybe somewhere in between. I don't need to spend that much money at $20 per vintage collection figure.
And Black Series, because you will buy them.
Black Series, that's like $30 a figure.
I know you will buy at least 1 or 2. I know you will.
Probably.
We got Batman Arkham City official checking in. What's up? We also wanted to hit Fig Fury here. Mando Grogu is going to be fun ride. I am more hyped for Maul than a live action movie. In the past, it just didn't happen. I think Maul seems really fun. I don't know how much, because we know Maul's story from beginning to end. It's just almost like having a Vader story in between. It's just filler. It's fluff. I mean, it's going to be kind of like, what else are we going to learn about it? What else are you going to learn about Maul in the Shadow Lord? Now, in the trailer, there was a couple things.
Crimson Dawn.
Well, yes, because it takes place right after the Ahsoka, Clone Wars Season 7, and he's going to go into where the Inquisitors are after Maul, which is cool too. And the Emperor wants him gone. He wants all traces of Maul gone. It's just such a great story of betrayal, because that leads us into Rebels and Maul's approach in Rebels, and why, you know what I mean? Like, it's fantastic. His journey is awesome, I thought. But we do know we have a beginning, middle, and end for Maul. We know it. So this is going to be a lot of fluff, and not fluff, but a lot of stuff, which is like cool scenes. But the notion
he's
of
safe. He's
but
safe.
His apprentice his apprentice is interesting. Now, a lot of people say Darth Talon. Who knows what she'll grow up to be if they bring her in that capacity, or a complete different character altogether. But I think that if they want to make a lot of people happy, you make her Darth Talon. you make her Darth Talon, you just do it.
As a child. His arc has been amazing. From a guy who just got cut in half, fell down into the stories that we have, from Rebels to taking over Mandalore to having the spider scene was amazing.
Oh, dude,
finding out he's a brother,
behind it,
his brother Savage to the Night Sisters. It's an amazing arc, and I wish we would get this treatment now with Vader. I hope that this goes well. Obi-Wan had it a little bit in live action with Vader, but give me something animated. I love
animated,
animated takes on it.
I feel like if you add more to Vader's story, live action or animated, it's going to detract from the awesome with which we got, right? Vader wasn't omnipresent all the time, but whenever he shows up, he's the freaking exclamation point.
Well, look at Rogue One though, how much that changed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, episode 4. But that's what I'm saying. We don't need his backstory. We know his stories. I want to see like these missions. Like, what was him against the Inquisitors? How, we had our story in let's say Solo, right? And it was I heard those from Lord Vader myself. Do you want me to? And like, but what was it really? What did he really think of the Inquisitors, or what type of side stuff did he go on? Was he really actually, like when him on Mustafar? Like, is there his findings of Padme? Did he really stray away from stuff from the Emperor to find out stuff on his own? That's what I'm saying. Of how this arc grew with Maul and the that was amazing. I would like some animation stuff done.
I hear you.
Vader to say, oh, that was good.
Yeah, it works with Darth Maul. Because that's a character that you can go. There's just so much, but like I'm in that school with Scott when meaning less is more with Vader, and that's what was probably my problem with the prequels back in the day, was that we're getting so detailed in all these backstories that when you watch the original trilogy, when you saw Vader on screen every time, you didn't know what was going to happen. You don't know, and it goes even with Rogue One, right? He comes in, just boom, and it's over. And it's like every time he's on screen, it's such a menacing presence. So if you start to fill in all the blanks and it starts to water down that particular character. Like Maul works great. I think it's fantastic. At least you have it. But Vader's notion of the most evil person and that villain ever lived kind of deal. We grew up with that. There was a redemption story there, but still, I think like the comic books, right? The comic books really go into all that turmoil that the Emperor put Vader through, all those trials, the Inquisitors, the challenges left and right. And so you felt sorry for Vader, then you felt angry for Vader, then you felt all these things, and it kind of takes that role of like, that's not Vader anymore. It's actually Anakin, and you know what I mean? And
puts a different spin on the character.
It does put a different spin. So I mean, as much as I love Darth Vader, I have a whole DTOF dedicated, I have a Vader shrine, all that stuff. I do personally think a less is more approach when it comes to him. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I was like in Kenobi, I was kind of like, oh, we're gonna start doing more and more and more. I don't know, because I felt you didn't need it. But when it's on screen, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm crying, right? Because it's so beautiful.
It was great.
I don't know. I don't agree with it whatsoever.
I know you don't. I know you want like.
I was gonna hit Gavin Connor's comment here, and then I was gonna go to Joey and have Joey tell us what his opinion of it. Gavin Connor, he wants a young Ben Solo animated show from drop off at the Academy to burning the place down.
I like this. I'm down.
That's pretty cool.
I'll be down with that.
I'd be down with that. Okay, Joey, what are your thoughts on the Vader thing?
I want to see stuff that they haven't really showed or brought up, like his hunt with the Jedi, like hunting down the Jedi, like how we hear about all these things in the comics about how many times the Emperor tried to kill him, and how he dealt with that, and how he had to like let his anger burn to survive whatever the Emperor put him through. I want to see that. I want to see that side. I want to see,
instead of just
see it live action.
Yeah, instead of seeing it in a book or a comic book, I want to see it live. I want to see it like in a cartoon or live action. But with Maul, if it's like what you guys were saying, if it's better like in cartoon and stuff, and what I want to see with this series is I don't want it to just start that the Inquisitors are just hunting them. I want to see the Emperor like telling Vader or somebody or whoever it is, the Grand Inquisitor, get this guy because such and such, such and such.
They kind of did that in Clone Wars. Yeah. I mean, because Savage and Maul, and there is.
It started with he's just getting hunted, and there's no reason.
I kind of feel like after the Emperor wiped the floor with him in Clone Wars, Maul is nothing but a bug on the bottom of his shoe.
Yeah,
I don't feel like he rates on the Emperor's.
Right,
but why? If he's just a bug on a shoe, why would he send the
maybe that's what we are going to get in the Shadow Lord. That's what we might. Yeah.
Maybe they're not. Maybe they just get word that there is a Jedi, or are they after him, or are they after the young girl and her Jedi master? And Maul just happens to be there.
Right.
That's my thought, is that they're after the Jedi master and the Twi'lek female.
Yeah.
And then Maul just happens to be there.
I do think I do think there's some room there for both, for what Joey's saying too. You know what I mean? So we got the reason why the Emperor doesn't want Maul around anymore, and we did get in the Clone War stuff, and then we did also get the notion of he doesn't seem as a threat anymore, and he's doing his thing, and a lot of in Rebels too, because Rebels, Maul did the syndicate, the crime syndicate, but he also was trying to he had that notion of like, I have to beat the Emperor myself. It's just a weird kind of cycle. Maul, you can explore it a lot more. And maybe in Shadow Lord you will get that, where it's like the Emperor sends Maul's he's becoming a nuisance, and I can't just let him out there doing his own thing. So you know what? Go after him also. Go after him plus whatever. Sure.
Do you think he's going after him also because he knows that Vader is Anakin?
No, I don't think he cares. I don't think the Emperor cares. At this point, he's got the world, he's got the galaxy, man. It's like, nope. They know everybody in the inner circle knows he's a dark side user. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like it's not a secret that a Sith Lord infiltrated and ruling the galaxy when it comes to the Galactic Empire at a point. He dissolved the Senate. There is no more. All the Moffs will control their local territories. It's all a military machine. So the notion of I have Darth Vader, and they call him Darth Vader on the Hollow Nets. I mean, it's like, it's all out in the open, dude. Like the Sith rule, man.
Matt Logic right there. Remember in Rebels, the Inquisitors know who Maul is. Maybe that's because he takes out Merrick. I mean, I think we're about to find out why Merrick was nothing but more than a ghost in armor in Ahsoka.
And and that's gonna be fun too, because again, maybe they're gonna give us some more insights on Merrick if he does take him out. And then the resurrection to have him go with Baylan and Shin, right? I mean, it's a long period of time in between, but still.
Maybe we'll end up getting Baylan and Shin, younger Baylan and Shin in this too.
A Baylan, I definitely, because remember Shin was in the wild kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's right.
Baylan would be, man. I think Shadow Lord is going to have more impact than we think it is.
I hope so.
It's all there. That's what we say about everything, right? So.
Yeah.
All right. Fig
and
Fury.
it was about Darth Maul pod racing. All right, that was good. That was all right.
Now this is pod racing.
I would sit there and watch it. Fig Fury. After Starfighter, I wonder what the next step will be for Star Wars movie wise. Well, we did.
There's so many different.
We did have a plan. We did have a plan. The plan, and again, it still could be, but it seems like it's a little bit shaky at this point. The plan was, three different directions. They were going to go 35 years in the past to the dawn of the Jedi and kind of explore. 30, and explore that. They were going to go 15 years past the Rise of Skywalker into what Rey develops and into that past. And then we were going to wrap it up with the Mandoverse, meaning with the Dave Filoni movie. Everything's going to come to the head. You're going to have all this stuff in that time frame in between Return and Force Awakens as one big movie, Endgame, if you will, the defeat of Thrawn, the creation of the First Order, what have you. But now, I don't know.
I feel like, though, if we tackled all of that at once, like they were saying they were going to, it would just, and we've discussed this before, it would just confuse the hell out of all the normies, right? All the muggles, they'd be like, okay, where's Rey? why is Rey not here at 35? You know, they wouldn't understand that 35,000 years ago is a completely different time.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to freaking finish what they start before they go off into another era.
Yeah, I think you're right on that aspect. I'm going to compare it to how Marvel did it. It was very linear. Yeah, there were some movies that went back, but also kind of made sense that the events in the past would help shape up what Endgame was, right? But Star Wars is not like that. Star Wars is like, because Shadow Lord's coming out. Well, when's that? Well, let's see here. This goes back right after the Clone Wars, which is in between 2 and 3, going up to the okay. And then you got Mando Grogu. When's that? Well, it takes place after Ahsoka season 2, which is and then Starfighter. What's that? It's in the same time frame, but nowhere near our heroes. So we can understand it,
Yeah. Hey, Dana, welcome back.
Yes. We can understand it, but yes, it's a hard, because that's the first question I get with my parents and everything else is like, well, where's Grogu in this one, or what happened from the last one? And I'm like, well, to get a piece of paper and a whiteboard and string it all out, and it's just, and they're like, why? And I'm like, I don't know, we like it, but I understand, because we can, jump right in.
Since it's funny, my family all scattered to the wind, right? But so I don't get those questions anymore from them, but it's all the people at work. All the people at work are always like, okay, so when does this? It's a chore. I need a diagram. We need, you know what? We need to get that timeline of ours up and running.
Yes, we do. That's got a lot of work involved in our timeline. And what is the timeline? Well, we're going to put together a playlist here on this channel. That's why it's important to like and subscribe and hit the notification, because the timeline is the living, breathing, definitive line where we're going to break down certain events and certain key moments in Star Wars, canon and non-canon, or expanded universe, and we're going to put us all in a linear timeline so you can jump to a section and learn about that thing. They're going to be short but informative, so there's if any questions, we don't we can kind of get it all in one place. And I want to do it because there's a lot of Star Wars that I haven't explored that I can get in there and present it too. So the best learning is if you know how to explain it.
Yeah, I've forgotten more than I remember. So
obviously. There's so much. Like I said, Darth Talon, right? Darth Talon is an expanded universe character, but is a Darth, or is a dark Twi'lek. Or dark side Twi'lek, and so like the first thing that someone sees a pink Twi'lek on the Darth Maul show, everybody goes to Darth Talon, but there's a lot of people saying, who the hell is Darth Talon? So
usually if it's a normie, they'll say, well, what's a Twi'lek?
Yeah, exactly. And then we say it was Bib Fortuna. Well, who's Bib Fortuna? Well, okay, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, we can't even with you at that point.
If you don't know Ula, Bib Fortuna,
right? Yeah. If you don't know how to respond to the Wanawanga, then you're lost to us.
Exactly, and that's where the times have changed, man.
This is just not for you, and you turn them around.
Which kind of makes me excited for the new leadership at Lucasfilm, because both of them are Lucasfilm veterans. They worked with George Lucas. They come from that era. These aren't people like out of school with the philosophy of how to market Star Wars. These are two people that are in there now that only have worked on Star Wars their whole lives, basically. You know what I mean? So it's been in the forefront. So I trust this new management. The only thing that I could see what's happening, I feel like there's a story shakeup too, because there's no like I said, the lack of confidence in certain things that we're seeing a little early, but time will tell.
And we're also dealing with Dave Filoni being taking on two different roles, right? Number one, he's president of Lucasfilm, and number two, he's also the chief creative officer of Lucasfilm and Star Wars going forward. So,
well, he'll delegate, I think, and
he'll delegate, but hopefully he is the North Star to this compass, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
He's going to be the one that is going to bring all this stuff together and make it make sense.
And which is,
please God.
But that's if you want to put someone in that position, that's who you put in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, let me hit the chat here. Matt Logic. Yeah, pretty soon the young fans will be asking, "Where's Nubs? Where's Kai? Where's?" I don't know about Kai. But yeah, they already do, by the way. Cassidy, it does get confusing, the timeline. Like you say, we understand it, but I have friends that are thought Rey and Jyn Erso were the same character. See, I mean, yeah. I mean, we accept it. Because we want it. We sit there, we go sit down. We got a lot of work to do. Get out a notebook, and we're gonna start this from day one. A long time ago, and it got, there was like civil war, and this is what happened. We're gonna Scorsese this thing. We're gonna
tell you the story of how one family can completely F up an entire galaxy.
Everything in black and white is the future. Everything in color is the past. Let's go. Memento. Okay.
The Jetsons?
Where? The Jetsons?
Scott story of one family messes up everything in space. The future of the past. That's all I know of.
Ray Stanley.
Everybody's a Skywalker.
Exactly. Don't say that to Joey.
Oh yeah, that's right. He'll be out. I didn't say
Joey's
the name.
A Skywalker. Joey's Skywalker.
We definitely need a timeline in Star Wars where everything and everybody for the movies. And yes, we're gonna do our best to try to do that, and it's gonna be a living thing. And we'll take polls of what you guys want next. And I keep saying it, but we'll have to just do it. John, check it in. Wow, you trust Filoni? Yeah. If there's anybody I trust to take over anything Lucasfilm, is Filoni. Who else? Give me another name, right? Like, who else are we gonna?
Somebody who knows the galaxy, knows the lore, who actually worked side by side with George to come up with these ideas that he says are silly concepts and silly ideas.
Yeah, of course.
Hey man, without it's. What else are we going to do? I mean, why else would we be here? I mean, if we don't enjoy it to some extent, we might as well just throw in the towel and just walk away.
Well, that notion is, look, there's always two sides of Star Wars, right? There is
Star Wars A New Hope was a silly movie. Have you seen that? Yeah. I mean, if you look at the beginning of how it started, a no concept, a no, what are you doing in space? The story that it was. Yeah.
There's the two notions of Star Wars, right? There is the high fantasy run and jump, lightsaber duels, high colors. That's the Dave Filoni, George Lucas prequel era of Star Wars, right? Even some aspects go into Mandalorian and stuff like that. Then there's to me personally, there's the more adult, serious ones, which are Andor, Rebels, Rebels to a point, Rogue One, and the original trilogy. To me, because the Force is a scarce thing. It's more powerful of the notion. It's mythos. It's more just a civil war and industrial things. That is the more serious tone. I don't care. Star Wars to me, the original trilogy is not a kids movie. It's a serious tone to it. Same thing with Andor and Rogue One. That's a bubble within its place. And to me personally, I like that aspect of Star Wars more than I do the high fantasy run and gun. You know what I mean? So Dave Filoni does definitely come into that camp of run and gun. He's the Jedi Force users, like I said, high fantasy stuff in Star Wars, You see it in Ahsoka, you see it in a lot of things. So there are two aspects, but George Lucas set both of them up. He set both patterns up,
He was, George Lucas was Dave Filoni was the showrunner. George Lucas was the executive producer of the Clone Wars. He was in charge of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about those crazy concepts and all that.
Yeah, like I said, it came from one brain, but also there is two different Star Wars. Like I said, I've always seen it that way. I've always, since the prequel days to the original trilogy days, that's why there was a kind of like a disconnect. I do see it, like, to me, my Star Wars is Andor to Return of the Jedi. That's my era. I love.
That's my favorite era as well.
Yeah, I can't get out of it because the less is more, because we don't see Jedi. We don't see this. It's just it's a notion of it. And I
go from Rebels to Return of the Jedi because Andor and
it's in there.
And all that it's all encompassed whenever you go that way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in there. And so I'm hoping that Filoni, I don't know if that, it's not if you can anymore, but I'm hoping Filoni takes up some of that less is more mantle, but I don't. Yeah, I might be in that agreement. Like, you might not. We might just be getting high fantasy all the rest of the time. So
less is more is great. High fantasy is great. What I want is a progressive, not a progressive. I want a complete, comprehensive story, right? Not something that feels pieced together.
Right. Well, I want, guys, and like I said, I've explained this, I've said this too, where it's fun to kind of like pick and just kind of live in that like Skeleton Crew and what Starfighter's doing, whatever. I don't know if I'm really into that.
We're gonna watch it. But,
yeah, of course. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't know if I'm really into like just picking pick something out of a hat and make a movie. Pick something out of a hat and not make it cohesive and
yeah, that
whatever.
time is over.
You just got to make it Star Wars-y.
Yeah,
I think that's the direction they were trying to go to. I think it's what Kathleen Kennedy wanted to, and there was probably some pushback and whatnot. So,
I agree with this. Matt Logic, 10 years before the Battle of Yavin to 15 years after the Battle of Yavin is the best. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I like
Rebels and
I like the Galactic Civil War, the Galactic Empire. That's where that's my Star Wars, right?
Mine too. I'm old, remember?
Well, yeah, of course.
I like my old man Star Wars.
But I mean, look this is what we do. Otherwise, you're right. There's no point in doing a show. There's no point in talking about it. There's no point in collecting it. You just kind of move on. And that's what Star Trek is for. Oh, I said it. Anyway.
Oh, man.
You just kind of, right?
Coherent storytelling would
like
make
that.
TD3 Trooper happy. Yes.
That's right. Yeah, we always put Star Wars on a pedestal because it deserves it, so we want the best out of it all. So with this talk today, we're just hanging out. We're just doing our thing. We're waiting. We're highly anticipating the wait. Maybe we're early to the table, to the party. I'm a perpetually early person, early bird anyway. So I'm always there.
It's true. He's
hours
never late.
before. Yeah, exactly. I can't do it. That's my OCD. So I'm going to start looking for things where it might not be here yet. We'll see. So,
but
John, I mean,
all hope is not lost as far as marketing goes for Mando Grogu.
Yeah, not yet. The point in
yet.
that's what we do. I mean, honestly, this is everybody. I would never tell anybody how they should like their Star Wars. We make fun of it, but I'll never gatekeep in that way. You know what I mean? Because we all have our idea of how Star Wars is. And like I said, 1 billion times, I'll say it one more time, is that if we all wrote an individual Star Wars story, I'm sure none of us would like what others wrote.
We can immediately discredit John, though, if we just ask him one question. What are your feelings on Star Wars Resistance?
Oh,
let us know your feelings on Star Wars Resistance. If it's the greatest thing ever, every other argument you had in the entire conversation is null and void. Just kidding.
No. But yeah, I mean, look, I think it's time to get out of here, and we'll have to just wait and see. Super Bowl is not this weekend; it's the next weekend. Am I right, Joey? Right? Sports. Next week. Yeah. So, but I was kind of discouraged.
This weekend's the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Next weekend is Super Bowl.
Usually is that a wrestling thing?
Usually there is some sort of leak or an actual official announcement. There will be a trailer, at the halftime, because they just put it out there for hype. And then throughout the Super Bowl, you get wait till the halftime for Doomsday trailer or whatever it is.
You would think with ESPN and all them doing it, because I think it's on Channel 7 this year, I think. I
thought we had that discussion last week. Isn't it on CBS?
We
don't remember.
With Disney and stuff, it's you would think they would do it.
Either there's, maybe just they have to just pay themselves, right? You're right. You're hey, wait a second. So, you guys, everybody in the pit tonight and throughout whatever, we appreciate you guys so much. The conversation never ends. It continues, especially in our Discord server, which is the link in the description below. Well, we're in there. And like I said, it's not just Star Wars, it's everything. We even hooked up with the SKN network, which they cover everything. Guys, if you're into collecting toys, into just movie trailers in general, Marvel, DC, whatever it is, the conversations are all there. You can pick and choose on what channels you want to be a part of. Go in there, lurk around, participate. It's cool. It's fun. It's a community building thing. So if you haven't, like and subscribe, and we will do this again next Wednesday on the Sarlacc Digest, 8 o'clock Pacific time. But it calls also, we have our toy chest every other Monday. And Scott, what is going on next Monday? Well, you have something that we want to tease, right?
We do. So philosophical debate, right?
For toys, I know, right?
For toys, right? We are getting to the age now where certain things once we're gone, will they be worth anything, right? Because there's the vintage toy market and there's the modern toy market, but there's some lines that are perpetual, right? That keep going and always have a fan base, right? And there are some lines that are very popular that I pose the question, when we're gone, the Generation X, when we're done, do those toy lines just freaking die? Will your vintage toys still be worth money? And will you be able to sell X thing for $2,000 in 20 years whenever we're all pushing daisies?
Yeah, who's there to buy it?
Right.
Right.
Exactly. So it's going to be an interesting conversation. And these interesting conversations and all that couldn't be had if it weren't for these fine people right here. That's our Shadow Council. That's our Patreon crew. Special thanks to them: AJ from the Forbidden Panel, Blitz Transmissions, Brian C, Cassidy B, Cliff, Commander Bly, Commander Cook, Crystal E, Don the Dad Dorn, Eric Grubb, Flavy Davy, Gavin Connor from the Holy Hour All Cure podcast. That's my favorite podcast. Hell Runner Base, James Morrow, Joseph Bailey. We've got the folks from across the pond. That's Chris K and Luke O. Then we've got the Mighty Meeks, Mervine Bolanos, Matt Logic, Muftak is back, Nicholas Schaefer, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Rhinoaz. That's twice I've done it right. Rhino Hobbies, Stu John Jedi, and Troy Dodson. If you fine folk, if you want to join our Patreon community or become a member of the channel, that's something different. Join the podcast, join the Sarlacc Digest Shadow Council by scanning that QR code or going to patreon.com/Sarlacc Digest podcast. Every dollar you donate goes back into the creation of this show. It goes into equipment. It goes into pretty much, Joey needed a mic. We got Joey a mic, right? Was it a mic? I think it was a mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
All I know is I reimbursed him. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you. And if you want to become a channel member, become a channel member. Subscribe, hit that button down below, hit that bell notification.
Thank you, John.
Hey, there we go. Welcome, John. You know what? It's just freaking fun. So do it. Do it.
I see you guys in the pit talking wrestling, and I'm sure that Fallen Fett over there, when he goes before us on 6 o'clock every Wednesday, he'll be talking about some wrestlings. I know you do that over there. So make sure you hit the Fallen Fett Chronicles. Link is in the description below, guys. Again, all of our affiliates. Let's get out of here. Anything else? Anything closing?
Wrestling. Ernie, is that Hulk Hogan? That's what he does, right? Wrestling?
He did.
Oh, dang.
That's way too soon. Well, I'm sorry, Ernie. I will definitely get you that invite on time next week.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Anywho, let's go Seahawks.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything, Ernie?
No, check out the Fallen Fett Chronicles on YouTube over there.
All right, then.
I have all my links over there.
Cool. With that, everybody, thank you so much. Have a good night. Stay safe. Scott.
Keep it nerdy, everybody. Boom.
This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. You are listening to the Sarlacc Digest. What a fascinating play on words.